Good afternoon. I'm Ashley. In your summer vacation, did you get a part-time job to earn some money? If yes, what is your job? Today, I'm going to tell you about special experience in sheep pasture as a part-time worker. In fact, I went there to enjoy my vacation, but my uncle's friend who manages pasture asked me to help his work, so I walked in there. Now I'd like to tell you about three points. First, I'll give you some information about sheep pasture. Second, I'm going to tell you about my work I have done. Thirdly, I will tell you something that I learned and felt during part-time job. Okay, as I mentioned, I'll tell you about sheep pasture. It is located in Daegwanryong nearby Yongpyeong Resort. Its temperature is always cool and weather is windy because its altitude is so high. Uh, so you should wear long shirt because it is so cool and sometimes it is cold. And it has 200 of sheep and wide meadow. Sheep can graze freely and its atmosphere is so calm and peaceful. There are many interesting activities like feeding, taking a walk, eating mutton. Mutton is sheep's meat. Until now, I explained some information about sheep pasture. Now I'll talk about my work I have done. In the sheep pasture, tourists can do feeding experience. So I divided hay in the basket and distributed it to tourists. Sometimes some tourists doesn't pay attention to the feeding, so the sheep bite their fingers. Another thing is that I driven some sheep into a shed. But I can't drive a lot of sheep, so they are driven by a dog. And I think hardest thing I have done was shed cleaning. As you know, excreta have terrible smell, and shed is so large. Okay, I have finished explaining my work. Then, what is my reward in return? First of all, I get some money, and and rejection about sheep is disappears. I am familiar with dogs or cats, but not sheep. But I walk in there, I learn about how to bring up and control the sheep, and I feel respect and wonder of life. And most of most of all, I glad to get some experience which is never forget. Today I told you about 3 points. First, sheep pasture is located in Daegwanryong and you can a lot of things in the pasture. Remember that you should wear long shirt because it is so cool and sometimes it is cold. Second, I told you about my work. Don't forget to be careful your fingers when you are feeding. Finally, I have talked about something that I learned. Remember that sheep is kind animal, so it can be a good friend. I think sheep pasture is interesting place, so I really recommend you to go to sheep pasture to enjoy your vacation. Thank you for listening. Okay.